What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing 2026's Royal Rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I don't think this Rumble was that bad, actually. I quite enjoyed this show. I thought the undercard was quite good. Normally it's pretty forgettable, so that was a nice change. Thought both Rumble, I think the men's Rumble was quite good. The women's not as good. It sort of fell into the same traps that Triple H does for the other Rumbles, same laziness. Some good stuff still. I saw a lot of people online talking about the women's one being better than the men's. I really don't see how it was, unless you're just mad. Either you're mad at the winner, or you're mad Chris Jericho or some other surprise didn't show up. Which, yeah. Anyway, we'll get into it. So, first up, we're gonna go in order of the card. So, Women's Rumble. You start off with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. They're like pretty good stuff here. They're pretending to sort of, oh, I'm going to hit a move on you. Oh, no, I'm not going to. Oh, I might hit a move on you, though. Oh, I might throw you out. And they're basically, playing with each other. This is then broken up by Kiana James, who, Kiana James had a good run in this run, where she was kind of the woman taking a lot of the bumps for the people coming in. Later on, Alexa and Charlotte. Alexa's on the apron with, is it Nia, I think? And they're trying to work together to take out Nia, Alexa, and Charlotte. And Charlotte accidentally, she hits Nia, but Nia's holding on to Alexa. She takes Alexa with her. So it's like, oh no, I inadvertently hit you out. That'll play into something. Maybe these two will be feuding by Mania. Probably singles match. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm that excited about it. I think achievement for Alexa Bliss somehow getting Charlotte over as a face, I guess. But the match itself, it could be good, but I don't think Alexa Bliss is very good, man. It's just Charlotte's not been great recently either. I mean, both of these are not having a great run in terms of the actual wrestling. That's just me though. I mean, I know Alexa had pregnancy, so that and she had health problems as well. So that doesn't help that, obviously. But, yeah. Lash Legend was a standout in this Rumble. She got a lot of eliminations. That was good for her. Not bad. Good way of highlighting her for the upcoming year. Will she actually be pushed in any way, though? I don't know. But I'd look forward to seeing that. Obviously, Nia and Lash are in a tag team together, so that I guess they could get the belts. Because who has the belts? Io and Rhea have the belts right now. I can see that maybe happening. I don't know. Io and Rhea are a bit like the top two women of WWE right now, so it's like, how do you take the belts off them? Interesting as well, I've got to mention with Charlotte. Oh god, I can't win the Rumble. Okay, I can't win it. Right, politicking. What do I want? Oh, I'll just be the longest one in there, if anything. I'll take that Iron Woman trophy. Meaningless trophy, but still, it's just like funny to me that she won that. The politicking of this stuff, it just is fascinating to me. Really is. Sol Ruka as well. Just remembered. Sol Ruka, amazing performance by Sol Ruka. She was over. Yeah, she was awesome, man. Get her on the main roster ASAP. Pronto. Great performance. They did the similar thing to last year, where it was you had two main roster people, and then you had an NXT person. So last year was Roxy, Charlotte, and I don't remember the third one. There was three of them at the end. It's similar to last year's, like I said. I don't remember the third one off the top of my head. If I remember, I'll just like put text on the screen, say it was. But this year was Sol Ruka, Liv Morgan, and Tiffany Stratton. Yeah, when I was watching this live, Tiffy came out at 30, and I was like, oh yeah, Tiffy, yeah, she's here in the Rumble, everyone knew that. And then my mate was like, yeah, that's 30, yeah, Bianca's not here then. And I was like, what? Oh yeah, shit, it's been 30, Bianca's not here. That was kind of crazy. I hope Bianca's alright, like the injury's that bad. That it's been nearly a year since she's been out of injury. It was around Mania, wasn't it? It was straight after Mania she was got taken off. I hope she's doing alright. She's one of the best, man. I forgot. Be stupid not to mention the Bella twins were back together. Cool. I don't have any nostalgia for the Bella Twins. I don't care for them at all. I think it is wild that Brie was back, considering Daniel Bryan is or Bryan Danielson, whatever, is in AEW, commentating for them and stuff recently. So and he retired his in-ring career there as well. Um, so that's kind of crazy. I mean, the crowd were literally doing yes chants for her, but it's like felt a bit like, yeah, all right, mate, just living off the coattails of your husband. Fine. The Bellas, yeah, but, I mean, they were fine. Both of them got knocked out at the same time, didn't they? By who was it? It was either Lash or Naya, or it was one of the like stronger women. Not both of them out. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, yeah, that was fine. Again, I don't have any nostalgia for the Divas. I was watching it when they were around, but as a kid, I just didn't care about the Divas at all. I just, the way they're presented on TV, why would you care as a kid? Unless you're obviously if you're a girl, then I get it. But and this was around the time I wasn't, I was young enough where I wasn't looking at women like, ooh la la, you know what I mean? So I just didn't care. So yeah, I don't have any nostalgia for them, but cool, they're back. Will they actually do anything with them? I don't know. Tag team, Io and Rhea at Mania. I don't love that. I feel like Io and Rhea should be a singles match at Mania or something. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see with that. Right, now let's just talk about the final of the Rumble. So Sol Ruka, Tiffy, and Liv, as I mentioned earlier. This was a good final three. I really didn't want Tiffy to win, I'll tell you that. Because Tiffy and Jade, you don't... No. So when Liv was in there, I was like, right, Liv has to win this. I was thinking the whole time, if you looked at my predictions video, I had the potential winners of Bianca and Liv. So I feel like that was just like easy hole in one to get Liv Morgan the Rumble win. And she got the win. I really liked the spot. Sol Ruka's going crazy with the soul snatchers, and then she tries to do a soul snatcher while all three of them are on the apron. She goes for it. A bit foolish, but you could say rookie mistake from her sort of thing. And Tiffy just pushes her out, but then Tiffy's like on the ropes, and Liv Morgan does her Oblivion, but obviously instead of hitting the mat, just throws Tiffy out the ring, off the apron. I mean, I liked that. Good little way of having that. They do this a lot with the Women's Rumble, where it's three of them at the end. Thinking about it, because I feel like, and it always ends on the apron as well. I feel like, yeah, I don't know if that's a note or something, but yeah, Liv Morgan is your Rumble winner. Where does Liv Morgan go? Might as well talk about that as well. I mean, I think she'd go straight for Stephanie Vaquer. I mean, I don't know why she'd go for Jade. I don't really want to. I'd like to. Stephanie versus Liv is something to look at for sure. Also, there's like the thing of Liv. I forgot to mention, Liv knocked out Raquel from the Rumble, so that was a pop. To be fair, I did like that. There was some story stuff, like I said, in this Women's Rumble, but a lot of the time it was just woman comes in, hits her signature moves, and and then just sit on the apron until the next woman comes out. There was a lot of this during this, which made it drag a bit. I'll keep on Liv Morgan for now. Sorry, I'm going all over the place because I didn't make notes. Just the memories of watching it are just coming flooding in. So sorry, this review's a complete mess. I think Liv's a good winner. Stephanie Vaquer is that's a good match. It's not a main event match or anything. They kept going on about the winner of this main event to Mania. No, they don't, man. They didn't last year. Jey Uso didn't main event, did he? Neither did flipping Charlotte. So, like, yeah, I don't know why they keep saying that. To make you think it's bigger than it is, I suppose. It is a big deal winning the Rumble, don't get me wrong. But also, like, say Raquel somehow wins against Stephanie on Raw tonight. They're having a street fight for the title. Then you'd have Liv and Raquel. I mean, I wouldn't do that necessarily, but that there was a bit of story there, Judgment Day turmoil and all that sort of stuff. Before I quickly mention, before we move on, I'm happy with the Liv Morgan win. Let's quickly mention another bad thing about this Rumble. Maxine Dupree. Get her out, bruh. She is terrible. I'm sorry. She sucks, bro. And then Natty comes out and like it's a new Natalia. Whoa, ooh, scary, scary. Natalia's got a gum shield in. Whoa, scary. Uh, sorry. Yeah, they fight it out. This new Natalia, I just, who could possibly give a toss about Natalia at this point in the big 2026? Who could give a damn? I know some people liked it, but so Natalia, the reason I'm mentioning this is because Natalia is the one who knocks out Becky Lynch, which is kind of like, what? So I guess Natalia, she said she was going to go for Becky's title. To be fair, um, that's not Mania worthy though. Natalia and Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, yeah, Natalia. I don't know about that one, boys. I don't know about that one. Yeah, it's not a match I want to see. I thought I'd quickly mention that because I just remembered it. Yeah, Women's Rumble. Io and Rhea were fine during this as well. I didn't really mention them. Two of the biggest women. Rhea, going crazy. Rhea's makeup looked a bit odd, I will say. The women's gear, I mean, it is what it is. Most of their gear looked fine, but, some of them are just like, it is what it is with the gear. What can you say? The Saudi crowd were a lot louder for the women than I thought they were going to be, so I will give them that, considering where they are at in the world and how women are treated over there. Just a weird... I'm not going to get into all that, but it's just weird. Anyway, moving on. Women's Rumble, good stuff. I feel I gave it 3.5. I'll have to quickly check. Hold on. Right, no, I didn't give it 3.5. I just gave it flat 3. And maybe that's a bit harsh, to be fair. But it did just turn into like, where I'm just sat here watching people lie around, take moves every now and then. Sometimes they get thrown out. So, yeah, I know people are going to be mad I did that, but I had to be honest. Right, let's move on to AJ versus Gunther. AJ Styles has officially retired. Yeah. This match was great. Best match of the night. Easily best match of the night. WWE's match of the year so far, in my opinion, as well. Thought this match was great. AJ's just so desperate to win this, man. He's trying to go for those kicks, but Gunther's like guarding it a bit more in this match. He still gets the calf crusher off, and we're like, oh god, he's going to get it. I thought they were going to do the fake out tap spot, but they didn't actually do it this time. But to be fair, the referee was kind of keeping an eye on where Gunther's hand placement was a bit more, I noticed. I don't know if that was an intentional detail or if I'm just making that up. So that was cool. AJ hits some classic moves in here. He does a 450 springboard that looked crazy. Great near fall off that as well. There's a Styles clash and Gunther just kicks out and AJ's like, right. That might have been with the springboard move, actually. It might have been springboard into Styles clash. Can't quite remember. But yeah, that looked mad. And man, AJ is just at this point is like, what the hell have I got to do? I've got to make this guy tap. It's the only way I can do it. But Gunther's not letting him. He's not letting him get in. There's some real stiff clotheslines, chops. Like there's one point where Gunther's in the corner. AJ's in the corner and Gunther is just laying into him. Like he's just completely destroying him. It was great. A real like, here's some of y'all's heroes, similar to John Cena, I guess, in that way. I'm just chopping him to death. I'm killing this man. He ain't making it out of here. You know what I mean? I'm ending this career. I'm not just ending his career. I'm ending his life. Obviously not, but you know what I mean. That's how it felt. Like Gunther's in-ring presence. He's great, man. He's got to be their best wrestler, Gunther. Male wrestler. It's got to be Gunther, man. I'd quickly say about this. People online, not everyone, let me not group everyone together, but there's people online who just hate Gunther. And I don't mean in a kayfabe way. I mean, like, just hate him. How? I just don't understand. Do you just hate wrestling? Like, these are the type of people that don't know when the match is happening, they don't know what's going on. They're just watching it like, and they're waiting for the finishers to get hit. Oh, Styles Clash. Oh, Gunther Power. Oh, Sleeper Hold. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Some of these people are just, how could you not think Gunther's good? I really don't get it. Yeah. Anyway, this match was phenomenal. No. Yeah, this was a great match, a great retirement match. Better than the John Cena one, definitely. Not quite as good as the Tanahashi retirement match. Let's keep it 100 here. But yeah, this was a great match. I thought. I gave it 4.5. The ending stretch where Gunther's just got Styles in the sleeper hold, and he's fight. It felt like it was going on for like 10 minutes. Like, get out of this hold, come on! I don't mean that in a bad way either. Like yeah, you are fighting for him to get out, and then yeah, the ref eventually he just can't get out, man. He can't. There's the one point where like Gunther's got AJ on his shoulders, and you think, oh, what's he gonna go for here? But then decides to just throw him in front of him just to go straight into the sleeper. Well, that was really cool. Gunther was just brutal. He wasn't letting AJ have anything. AJ's forearm bled as well. I don't know if that's from like the spot where Gunther throws AJ into the table, maybe. Just adds to the match, a bit of blood. Always does. Yeah, I thought this match was great. AJ, then afterwards, he's obviously looks defeated. He takes his gloves off, puts them on the floor, and then he's like, ugh. And then he picks them up and puts them back on again. What's your plan, AJ? Huh? What's your plan, my boy? So this gets the cogs turning. Is he coming to AEW? Yes, please. Yes, please. No, it might not necessarily be AEW, of course. He could like wrestle in TNA. No one cheering for that. Dead silence. He could possibly go to New Japan. Could be cool as well. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, AJ, like, all in. If AJ goes to AEW, all in main event is like AJ and Osprey, or some AJ Kenny, something like that. That would be awesome. I would really like AJ to be in AEW. He's in great form right now as well. Like, he's performing so well. Yeah, but a great match. Gunther continues to be the career killer. Great stuff. We'll also be talking more about Gunther later on. Alright, I gave it 4.5 stars if I didn't mention that before. Yeah, I think, again, I said this, but WWE's match of the year for me. Let's go into the next match. I think a good idea, by the way, to put AJ Women's Rumble, AJ Gunther, Sammy Drew Men's Rumble. So you have AJ retire. It's like a long part where he's just like he's doing the sign to each side of the ring. It gives like the gap of having Sammy Drew and then the Men's Rumble. It kind of makes you forget AJ's retired, not in a bad way, but just to keep the crowd, hyped up. Well, and then you do this. Sammy versus Drew. Sammy the hotel hero. Sammy barely gets a thing in here, man. Sammy's just getting killed, bro, in this entire. I like this match. Some people, are gonna really dislike it because Sammy. I mean, he just got killed, mate. He just got completely annihilated. Drew is my favorite WWE wrestler, just to in case anyone watches doesn't know that. So for me, some people didn't like it. Not for me. I liked it. Yeah, Drew was just killing him. Oh my god, the flipping it just felt like an annihilation. There's a reason why he's 11-0 versus Drew. I know, like, Sammy got like one hope spot with the Helluva kick into a Drew kick out. There was a great spot where Drew claymored Sammy. Drew dodges the Helluva kick, goes off the ropes, Claymore, and Sammy lands right next to the ropes, so you could like see naturally he's landed for his leg up on the rope. I love that. I hate when they're trying to do a rope break spot, but it's like it's not natural. It doesn't like come off natural. Like I remember there was one. Was it Damian Priest and Gunther last year? That was the year before now. Bloody hell. God. Yeah, where I think Damian Priest like rolled Gunther to the rope or something. It looked really stupid, but yeah, that was a really nice near fall. Again, Drew powerbombed Sammy through the announce table. That was awesome, man. I loved that spot. That was straight after this rope break spot, or shortly after. The table just like explodes everywhere. It looked great, great visual. Drew then claymores Sammy. Sammy's like on his knees. Drew could have ended it on that one claymore, but he's like, no, I'm going for another one. And Drew's just like, look at me, Sammy. It's over. He says something like that. And just claymores him again. 1, 2, 3. Drew retains the undisputed WWE Championship. Good match. I like this one. I gave it 3.75. I know like some people are going to go lower because Sammy kind of this was a bit of a burial. Like Sammy kind of got buried in his home turf here. WWE love burying someone in their home turf though. We've seen it all before. Yeah, this does make you think like Sammy can't keep going on about I've got to win the big one. Oh, it's just all right. Yeah, you keep failing, mate. Like at this point, I love Sammy, but I don't think he can do that anymore. His chance at the title is over for a while now. Has to be a while. You got to distract him with someone else and not Karrion Kross. Next year, WrestleMania is in Saudi, so you could set up Sammy for that, I guess. But yeah, I feel like even that's too. I don't know what are they waiting for to pull the trigger on Sami Zayn. I don't know. It's a weird one. I guess it's kind of risky. Is it? Maybe they're waiting for Kevin Owens to be back so they can do Sami Kevin at the Saudi Mania. Maybe. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Sami, but this felt like a bit of a burial. Obviously, it's not a complete burial, but the fact the match was so one-sided, yeah, kind of crazy. Drew is probably going into Mania as the champ, I guess. Well, we'll see. We'll talk about more about Drew in the men's Rumble. But yeah, 3.75, good match. Moving on. Men's Royal Rumble. I bet get them ones up now. If you haven't got your one up, unsubscribe. You're probably not. Subscribe, unsubscribe, then subscribe again to acknowledge me. If no, okay. Men's Royal Rumble. Oh my, right. So this is why I like the men's Rumble better than the women's. First of all, straight away. First of all, okay. Obafemi's number 1 after they accidentally spoiled Bron Breakker was meant to be number 1 on SmackDown. And then on the pre-show, they were quickly like, no, Bron's coming out at number 2, actually. So, yeah, that changed that. Obafemi comes out. He's getting the whole pyro. The whole stadium's going up in fireworks. Looks awesome as he's coming down to the ring. He just looks like a demon, man. This was great. Great way of presenting him to the main roster, to a bunch of people that maybe haven't seen him before. He looked awesome, man. And he comes in, and people are coming in, and he is just destroying them. Quickly go over Bron coming in at 2. He goes to go in the ring. A hooded Hold on, I don't know if I can get my shit to go around my... A hooded man. Who could it be? Oh God, who is it? Comes in, stomps him. And then sort of like this. See you later, guys. Yeah, we did the hooded man shit again. Hold up, my shit is stuck. Yeah, sorry. We did the hooded man shit again. A lot of people were pissed at this. I thought it was fine. Obviously, the hooded guy does a stomp, super kick into a stomp, to take... Well, not to take Bron out, but basically that happens, and then Bron, the hooded guy throws Bron in the ring. As soon as Bron gets up, Obafemi just destroys him. And Bron's out the Rumble. Lot of speculation on this hooded guy. Obviously, he does Seth's moves. I don't think it's Seth. If you look at him, the mannerisms of where he stands and stuff, you can just tell it's not Seth. I think it's Logan Paul. When you see like a zoomed in picture, it looks like Logan's face. Also, if you remember on Raw, Logan was like, right, I reckon we should all team up so one person can win the Rumble. There's a pause, and you're thinking, oh, he's going to say himself. But then he actually goes, Bron Breakker should win the Rumble. So I think maybe that was setting that up. I don't know, unless maybe I'm reaching. But Yeah, so I didn't mind this. It's fine. A whodunit story. They love a whodunit. Triple H loves a hooded guy. He does overuse it. Let's be honest. Yeah, just for it to end up being Logan as well. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, but this fine. This didn't make me too mad. And then we get into people are coming out. Oberfemi's destroying him. Rusev. Oh my god. This pop me daft. This Rusev comes out. Rusev. I didn't even know who it was when the thing came out. The song started. Again, still a problem. Rusev comes down. Yeah, I'm a bit of a badass or whatever. Comes down the ring, gets in. I think runs the ropes and Oberfemi just throws him out straight away, and he's just sat there like this, against like a barrier. This was so funny for me. Man, went to AEW, didn't do any jobs or refused to do jobs, didn't want to put people over. Comes back to WWE, his on the Raw after Mania gets kind of a pop, not really. He's having this run. He's lost to Jey Uso during this run. He's had a feud with Sheamus that no one's going to remember. Just a terrible return run. Goes in the Rumble, and Oberfemi just gets him out straight away. This was... I don't know. I loved this. I just... Like, Triple H or whoever going over to Rusev. So, Rusev, I'm sorry, Oberfemi's gonna knock you out, in 1 second, And then Rusev just like, oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Cool. This was great. Oba continues to do this with. I mean, this is to Matt Cardona as well, which popped me. Both Rusev and Matt Cardona have come back, and they both got annihilated. Matt Cardona got a bit more offense in. Should he have? Not really. Yeah, Matt Cardona gets destroyed by Oberfemi as well. And people are getting destroyed. Eventually, people stop getting destroyed, and it turns into a bit of a... Okay, now we're getting to the point where there's too many people in the ring. Not for long. This is where you have Javon Evans, who had a good night, taking bumps for people, doing cool stuff. You know, good from Javon. You get Trick Williams in there. All three of them having a stare down at one point. I think this is when Cody Rhodes comes in. And this is when you know, like, okay, Oberfemi's not going to just throw everyone out constantly anymore. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, okay, we know who Oberfemi's going to get thrown out by, Brock Lesnar, and that's literally what happens. Which is fine. Brock Lesnar and Oberfemi at Mania is something to look at. I'm not a Brock Lesnar guy even before the court crap. That obviously just added to it. Piss merchant, whatever you want to call him. Weird motherfucker. The fact he's... Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that, but that's my stance on it. He knocks out Oberfemi. Hopefully them two at Mania. I mean, that would be a match to look at the very least. Again, I'm not the biggest Brock Lesnar guy, but we're not all, really. Even like I said, even before all the bad stuff. Yeah, Brock Lesnar comes in, destroys everyone with Germans. Yeah, he's doing what he normally does. Looks good, to be fair to him. I don't want to be fair to him, but you know what I mean. Brock Lesnar gets... right. Brock Lesnar gets taken out by LA Knight and Cody, which was weird. While Jey Uso is still making his way to the ring, yeeting. Brock Lesnar gets taken out during the yeeting. Hilarious. Hilarious. All these bums getting taken out like this. Brock Lesnar lasted 5 minutes, I think. Just great. Also, quickly go over this. Saw some discourse online of Brock Lesnar no-selling Ilya's chops. I don't really care for this Discord. It's Brock Lesnar, mate. Have you seen him? Like, I don't really get the point of this Discord. Yeah, he no-sold the chops. Do you see how massive he is? Like, it's fine for me. I'm not the... Ilya's cool, but at the end of the day, you have to look at it like this. Ilya is a mid-carder, guys. Like, he's not... If it was Roman giving the chops, he might have sold them. I know some people are like, oh, Brock Lesnar in 2013 didn't no-sell CM Punk's chops, and he's even smaller. Yeah, but guys, it was just a spot. I thought it was pretty cool for a Brock Lesnar thing. Like, and then he knocks Ilya out. I think that fake, stupid discourse on that. I think, but that's just my opinion on that. I think that was just stupid. Ilya wasn't gonna win the Rumble, was he? Like, I don't know what. Whatever. Yeah. So LA Knight and Cody knock out Brock Lesnar. That was interesting. Two of the big baby faces knocking out Brock. Yeah, LA Knight didn't do much in this match, thinking about it now. I don't really know what the direction is for LA Knight. Who did he get knocked out by? He mainly went for the Vision because they took him out, and that's why he was on break. Who did LA Knight get knocked out by? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, yeah, so Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, I think, hits him with DDT or the BFT, one of the two. And then LA Knight gets thrown to the ropes, and Cody just knocks him out with a disaster kick. Some people were pissed at this because Cody no-sold the DDT. Again, I'm not mad at this. It is what it is, man. LA Knight, not a great return. Some other not great returns. Let's go into that quickly. Sorry, this is all over the place, by the way. But the force stuff's just coming back to me as I'm talking. Chad Gable. Chad Gable returning in great shape, by the way, just to do original El Grande Americano law. Really, bruh? The crowd barely even react to this as well, so it wasn't even worth it. Yeah, the El Grandes fight each other, nearly pull each other's masks off. El Grande Americano knocks out Chad Gable. Great. Is this going to be a Mania match? Mask versus Mask Mania match. Who the hell can we be done with this? It's been over a year. So I watched this with my sister. She couldn't believe that El Grande stuff was still going on. She didn't keep up with WWE. She couldn't believe it. Like, yes, it's still going on. Ridiculous. Anyway, we'll get into this as well. Jacob Fatu comes out. Destroys some people. Hits an insane Samoan drop. Javon Evans sends him fucking 10 feet into the air, and then Samoan drops him. That looked crazy. Shout out to Javon for that. But Cody's hanging off the rope, and you could tell someone was coming. And he's like hanging off the top rope. Oh, wobbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly. Sorry. He's hanging off, and then Drew Claymore kick into Cody's head, knocks him out. And then Jacob Fatu's like, yeah. Jacob Fatu knocks someone else out. I can't remember who. And then Roman actually knocks Jacob Fatu out. So, good stuff. Really obvious that it's leading to a triple threat of Jacob Fatu, Cody, and Drew for the title at Mania, I assume. Yeah, how do they get to this triple threat? I mean, they're already building it. You can see the writing's on the wall for it, really. It's not a main event. I don't see it being a main event. This Mania, there must be something else in the cards. I think maybe AJ. Rhea and Io could main event as a singles match easily. But this could be a women's main event Mania. You never know. The other main event is, well, we'll talk about that in a sec. Final three is Gunther, Logan Paul. Again, Logan Paul's in the final three again. God. And Roman Reigns. I forgot to mention, Jey Uso's trying to do my music again, and Roman's like, yeah, we'll do it, and then Roman just gives him that slap. That popped me huge. That, for me, that was when I was like, yeah, have him win the Rumble for doing that. Thanks, Roman. Deserved win for the Rumble, I think. So that's the last three. Logan somehow weaseled his way into the last three again. It does make you think, oh god, please Logan don't win. Please, no. Thankfully he didn't. Also, I'll quickly say, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. God, sorry, this is all over the place. Mr. Iguana. Oh my god, what a waste of a spot. You can have, I don't really care about this Finn Balor discourse either, but I didn't care for it. And then Mr. Iguana came out, and I was just like, right, really? Mr. Iguana's in here instead of Finn Balor. Like, I'm not even a big Finn Balor guy, but Mr. Iguana? The crowd didn't give a fuck about Mr. Iguana. Nor should they. He's flipping a botched city from him. Anyway, he gets thrown out. La Parka comes out to no pop. Don't care about this either. That's another wasted spot. Those were the two main ones, I guess, for wasted. like I remember off the top of my head. Anyway, talk about 30th was Gunther. I like Gunther come out selling his leg as well. You can see him limping because he was putting the calf crusher, so he's selling the leg, and he does it throughout the time that he's in the match as well. I thought that was really good, actually, putting Gunther at 30. You're either thinking it's Gunther coming out. You were also thinking it's Sami Zayn coming out. Well, I was thinking that until the Sami Zayn match where he got destroyed, and then I thought, no, he's not. He's definitely not. Yeah, so Gunther comes out. Here I'm like, oh, have Gunther win at this point. Yeah, this is who I wanted to win. It doesn't. Roman wins in the end. Fine for me. I don't mind Roman winning at all. I know when I made that predictions video, I was like, nah, Roman can't win this. It's just he comes up and he does nothing. And then he came out. It's just like, oh, here's Roman Reigns, isn't it? Like the entrance, everything about him. Like he's just cool, man. He's just goated. I don't know what it is about Roman, man. Just like 1 minute, like nah, rubbish, and then he comes out, does his moves. Oh yeah, he's goated actually. Never mind. I think it's hilarious that Roman won the Rumble after basically saying, yeah, creative's been a bit rubbish, hasn't it, since I've been gone? I've been, been on and off. So give these new guys more time on the show since I'm not on it, and no one's getting over. What's going on? Rubbish creative and all that. Triple H is rubbish. He didn't say that, but that's what he means. Yeah, that's all rubbish. Anyway, I'm coming back for the Rumble. See you guys there. Probably win it if anything. Then he wins. Like Roman Reigns is the politicking goat, man. Hilarious stuff. That's why I didn't mind him winning. I just love that he managed to politic a way into a win. Like insane. To be fair, Roman, you'd think he'd like won the Rumble more than once, but he'd only won at 2015, the awkward one with The Rock. Yeah, Roman Reigns is your Royal Rumble winner. Acknowledge him. I don't mind this. Direction wise, I think I think this is weird. We're probably doing Punk Roman. I do think it's a bit weird. I feel like the Seth belt is a bit below Roman, but the only other thing I could think of was if they do Drew, Cody, Jacob Fatu at Elimination Chamber, Cody wins the belt, and then Cody Roman. But they already said they weren't going to do that, but that could have just been a lie. But it's probably going to be Roman CM Punk. Again, the belt feels a bit beneath him, but that's fine. That's a main event worthy match in my opinion. Definitely want to look at that match. The build could be really good. I hope we're getting promos, man. Not that stupid. Remember when Punk and Roman had something before, and it was one of those like cinema fucking video. I don't know how to describe it, but where they just sat in a room and there's just someone holding the camera rather than a promo. You know what I mean? This WWE cinema crap that they do that is normally crap. Sometimes good, sometimes crap. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, this has got you fantasy booking mania. I think Triple H has done his job. Men's Rumble I gave 3.75. Not mainly maybe a 4 actually. I might give it 4. Not one I'm gonna come back to. I never rewatch the Rumble anyway. The last 10 minutes is good. They always are. Triple H still. I think this might be his best men's Rumble. Maybe. I mean, I think the Oberfemi thing alone just made it stand out, giving him like the Brock Lesnar-esque run, and then ironically having Brock knock out Ober as well. Yeah, good. I thought it was good. I thought this whole event, I thought it was a good Royal Rumble. I thought the undercard matches were good. AJ Gunther, really good. Yeah, men's Rumble a bit better than the women's. Comment down below if you agree or disagree. I don't mind the discourse. It's stuff to talk about, isn't it? Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Sorry if I missed anything out. Again, I didn't make any notes. Sorry that this review is all over the place. Apologies for that. I will timestamp at least like when I start talking about each match or whatever. So again, apologies for that. All over the place. Maybe next time I should make notes. But when I was watching the Rumble, I was like, I don't feel like typing notes the whole time. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Mwah. And acknowledge the tribal chief. Down, 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 down.